Hello and welcome to this new AlgoBuilderX tutorial. Today, I will guide you step by step through the creation of an order block-based strategy. Before we begin, let's quickly review what order blocks are. Order blocks are candles that push the price in a direction before breaking the current market structure. These candles are usually the opposite color of the movement that breaks the structure. For example, a red candle that caused a price drop before a bullish breakout is an order block. In that area, there is concentrated liquidity, making it likely that the price will react when it returns to that level. The same logic applies to a bearish breakout. Algorithmically, order blocks can be identified using the zigzag indicator, which traces the market structure. However, since CTrader does not offer this indicator, we need to find an alternative solution. This is where the price ROC comes into play. It measures the percentage change between the current price and a past price, helping us identify strong moves that might signal the presence of an order block. Now, let's move on to AlgoBuilderX. To identify order blocks, we start by working within the on-bar event. This is because we need to confirm the conditions on closed candles, avoiding the on-tick event, which would constantly monitor the candles, unnecessarily straining the system during execution and backtesting. Let's start with the check trades count block. Select No Trade, enable the filters, and choose Buy. This allows us to distinguish between buy and sell trades, enabling us to have a maximum of one buy and one sell trade simultaneously. Now, let's create the condition for the price ROC. Select it from the list of indicators and set the period to 4, which our backtests have found to be optimal. Set the parameter to greater than and make the value configurable, which in this case will be 0.28. This number indicates sensitivity. The lower the value, the more order blocks will be identified, but they may be less effective. A higher value identifies only sharp movements, making the order blocks more reliable. Once we've identified the strong movements, we need to locate the candles of the opposite color near these movements. For this, we'll use the candle pattern block. Connect the block and select Custom Candle Pattern. Since we're identifying a strong bullish move, we look for bearish candles, so select Bearish Candle and set Candle ID 1. If this condition is true, it means we're looking at an order block, and we can draw the line that identifies it. However, before doing so, let's create an additional condition to ensure the current price is higher than the previous candle. This avoids false order block signals that might occur when the price ROC is activated on closely spaced candles. So, set candle close 0 greater than candle close 1. Now we can proceed to draw the line for the order block. Use the Draw Object block. Select Horizontal Line. Assign a variable as name. Modify the properties as you like. And in the Y-axis, choose Candle High 1. We've now created the condition to identify an order block when the previous candle is red. But what happens if the red candle is 2 candles back? To handle this, we use the false output of the candle pattern block. If the previous candle isn't red, duplicate the candle pattern block. Set bearish candle with candle Idaho 2. And repeat the process to check that candle close 0 greater than candle close 2. Make sure that each line has a unique name. And draw the line at the high of candle ID 2. If the second candle isn't red either, check the third, and so on, up to the fourth candle. Repeat the process by duplicating the blocks to identify the order blocks of candles 3 and 4. Be sure to assign different variable names to all the lines. In this strategy, we check up to the fourth candle, but you can customize this number according to your preferences. Great! Now we've created the condition to identify order blocks in a bullish move and draw a horizontal line. When the price touches this line, we can decide to open a position without using pending orders. Now, let's repeat the same process for bearish movements and opening short positions. Duplicate the check trades count block. Enable filters and select trade type, sell. Then, duplicate the ROC condition. But this time, since it's a bearish movement, the percentage will be negative, so create a new parameter and set it to -0.28. Make sure to change the operator to less than. So when the ROC value is below -0.28, the block activates. Now, we need to identify the bullish candles. First, duplicate the candle pattern block and select bullish candle, setting the ID to 1. Then, duplicate the condition block, making sure to invert the operator since the price should be lower than the previous candle. Next, duplicate the draw object block. Assign a new name to the line. And set it to draw at the candle low. Repeat this process for candle IDs 2, 3, and 4, just as we did earlier. Perfect! We've now created all the conditions necessary to identify and draw order blocks. Now we need to create conditions that interact with these lines to allow for trade openings. Let's move on to the on-tick event. We always start by distinguishing between buy and sell operations using the check trades count block and applying the appropriate filters. Now, we need to create a condition that detects when the price touches one of our lines. Drag a condition block and set it to candle close 0 less than the variable for our first buy line. This way, when the price drops below the first line, we can connect an execute trade block to trigger a buy operation. However, we need to apply this condition to all the lines, so duplicate the condition block and select all the lines associated with the buy trades. Finally, drag the execute trade block and connect it to all these conditions. In this example, we'll use a fixed stop loss in pips and a take profit set to 200% of the stop loss, ensuring a risk-reward ratio of 1:2. Link all these conditions to the buy action block. There is just one more thing. When the price crosses a line and a buy is opened, the line must be removed, otherwise it would remain drawn. To do this, we use the delete object block and delete the respective line for each condition block. Perfect. Now, let's do the same for short trades. Invert the sign in the condition, setting it to greater than, and select the remaining lines. Connect all these conditions to the sell action block and use the same risk management as the buy block. Don't forget to delete the lines when they're activated. Great! We've finished our CBOT. Now we can export it and run a backtest. Use the accurate method tick data from server. Make sure to run the test on the H1 timeframe and start it. Of course, this video is purely educational. I recommend using in testing different risk management strategies, such as a trailing stop or advanced take profit, and optimizing the strategy using CTrader's optimization tools. Thank you for watching this tutorial. See you in the next video.